Hello and welcome, y'all. Today we are back with another Soulmask video. This is based off of their newest update with the Fantastic Chieftains. Today we are going to be figuring out how to get the recipe and how to craft the Chieftain chair that I'm currently sitting on right here. So first off, you do have to go finish the dungeon right here. This is a pretty difficult dungeon. It's a higher level dungeon, so you're going to want some things with you for sure. You're going to want your normal healing and buffs. You are definitely going to want the normal corrosive tanks that you would take with you for dungeons, but you're also going to want something warm. You're going to want warm armor. You're going to want hot cocoa and or chili. It's going to be really, 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 really cold. So everything you can do to keep your warmth, even the chill proof mods, you're going to want the best that you can get to try to avoid as much of the cold damage as possible. Hopefully, you won't have any at all. But basically, you get to this spot that I had shown earlier on the map. There are some beasts that you have to fight in the beginning, the snow leopards, and then there is an elite one down at the bottom. You do have to get past those to get to the entrance of the dungeon, so it's a little different than some of the other dungeons. There's no plunderers, nothing like that. Come into the dungeon and you are greeted with a couple of the mechanical baddies right off the start. Now, I'm not going to run the whole dungeon because this is a massive, massive dungeon. So, I did run the whole thing, but I'm not going to make you guys have to watch the whole thing. So don't worry. We're just going to go up to the part with the recipe and then cut it, and then I'll show you how to craft it and what all you can do with the chair. So we're going through these first two loot rooms after we kill the first two little baddies. Now the second room over here is not a loot room actually, it is your respawn point. So you definitely want to make sure you grab that. This dungeon, like I said before, this is a tough one, so be over prepared for this one. If you're gonna go all the way through it, that is. Alright, grab the loot here. Got another loot room right here. Take out this guy. There we go. Alrighty, so now we are on to our first set of big doors. And this is leading out to our first little mini boss. Who actually, in fact, is a pretty difficult mini boss. So we'll go ahead and take him out. I won't make you watch the whole fight. It does take a while. There we go. So he is done. So we can loot the boxy drops. We can loot the chests that are around here. And then we'll move on. Got a couple of guys in the next room. Put them out pretty quickly. And then we've got a couple of loot rooms on the left and the right. I'm not going to show those on the video just because I'm trying to make it as short as possible for you guys. But those are just basic loot rooms, nothing special in there. Continue on. Take out the guys on the stairs. Okay. Keep working our way around. Now this first set of doors, we'll take it, we'll go down. There are two different ways to go. One of them leads to basically a circular part of the dungeon that branches off into other rooms. So we're gonna go ahead and get this one out the way first. There we go. And they have two basic loot rooms there. I'm not gonna worry about showing it for the video. But once you get those loot rooms done, you'll come back out through these other big doors. And now we are in the main corridor here. So there are a few different sets of big doors here. I'm going to go ahead and take out all these little guys first. And then we'll check out the doors. Alright, so the door right there on my left, as you can see, has one brazier missing, so we already know that that's the way to go to lead to a boss. So the other doors are going to be the ones that I clear out first, the ones that have 2 braziers lit. So going into one of them now. Got a basic loot room here. Go ahead and grab it all. Because I'm a loot goblin. All the resources. Heck yes. Got another basic loot room here. Alrighty, so heading back. There we go. We'll go on to the next. Now there are stairs that lead up on the left and right. There's 2 sets, one on either side. They also lead to just a few corridors with a few basic loot rooms. Nothing overly special, so I'm not going to show those either. We have our first real puzzle there. You have to click on the emblems on the wall to get them all to open up. And once they all open up, we have a loot room here. There's a portal piece. Definitely want to grab that if you need it. Alrighty, we are on to another boss. I'm not going to make you watch this whole fight either. Don't worry. We'll skip it to the end. And there we go. So he is dead. Go ahead and grab the loot. Okay. We've got a basic loot room over here. Alright, we're going back out to the main area. I'm not going to show the other loot room just because it's also a basic loot room as well. Nothing really fancy to see. We come out the next set of doors. On the left side, there is a ledge that you can't pop up. So no point even going down that hallway. We'll go ahead and loot this room. Alrighty, so now we have completed this side. We're going to go back out to the main corridor area. There we go, and we'll choose the next set of doors. Which in this case, it is the boss doors. So we are getting through this. So we're going to grab this first set of doors here before running over to the boss. We'll take out these 2 guys quickly. Got 2 more loot rooms, one on the left, one on the right. Got a chest in the main room there. Not going to show the other 2 loot rooms just to save time. So we're going to continue back on. Take out these 2 guys. Got 2 more loot rooms and another chest here as well. Okay, now we go towards the area and we got another set of doors. So this spot right here is a little bit different. I'm gonna get rid of these guys. Get rid of that one right there. The last guy over there, we're gonna actually use him. So when you come through, there are 2 plates. Both of them have to have weight on them to get the door to open. You can come in here with a partner. You can come in here with a mount. I don't really like to put my mount through the trouble unless I just need the inventory space. So I come through by myself and then I use one of the little baddies to stand on one plate while I stand on the other. And that's how I get through it. So it's very doable on your own. But that's the actual recipe room there. That was what we were looking for. So we've got the recipe for the Chieftain chair now. It'll show up in your knowledge tree. Same spot where the stash boxes are. And then once you have that unlocked and you're good to go, you come over here to the building bench. Go ahead and get it crafted. And then you can place it. You can set this up to where your tribesmen cannot use it, but you can also make it to where they can. You can put your own character in here. That way they're not just sitting on the ground whenever you are taking over another tribesman. You can also change your seated positions in this. So you can sit in different ways, which is actually kind of cool. You change how it looks. But yeah, this is the Chieftain chair. I think it's actually pretty badass. I like it. It is a massive, but it's pretty freaking cool. So I hope this video helped you. I know I kind of rushed through the dungeon there a bit, but I do recommend if you are up for it, running the whole dungeon because it is worth it in the end what you get. I may do another video later on about the dungeon as a whole. So I don't want to give away too much right now if you haven't done it before, but I do recommend it. I have a video on the top right that lead to another guide video for Soulmask within this recent update, so keep an eye out for that. Thank y'all so much for all of your love and support. Please remember to like and subscribe for more. And remember, you are awesome.